Have you ever noticed that some people never join in on gossip, even when everyone else is leaning in, eager to share the latest story? It's easy to assume they're shy, distant, or simply uninterested. But the truth is, it's something much deeper than that. They've learned something most people overlook. In a room full of voices, they choose silence, not because they have nothing to say, but because they understand the weight of words. They've seen how quickly a conversation can shift from harmless curiosity to quiet judgment. And they know that once something is said, it doesn't just disappear, it lingers, it spreads, it shapes how people are seen, sometimes permanently. These people pay attention in a different way. They don't just hear what's being said, they notice how it's being said and why. Because to them, gossip isn't really about the person being talked about, it's a reflection of the person speaking. They understand that the way someone talks about others eventually becomes the way they'll talk about you, so they choose carefully, not just their words, but their involvement. For many of them, this didn't come from nowhere. At some point, they've been on the receiving end of it. They've felt what it's like to have their name passed around in conversations they were never part of. They know how quickly a small comment can turn into something unrecognizable, how something not that serious can still leave a lasting mark. And once you've experienced that, you don't forget it. That's why they move differently now. They don't avoid gossip because they don't have opinions. They do. They see things. They understand situations just like everyone else. But they've realized that not every thought needs to be spoken out loud to be valid. They value something else more. They value trust because they know how hard it is to build and how easy it is to lose. They value peace because they've seen how draining constant drama can be. And they value integrity because at the end of the day, how you speak about others says everything about who you are. So while others talk, they listen, not to collect information, not to pass it on, but to understand, to observe, to protect what doesn't belong to them. They don't feel the need to fill every silence or contribute to every conversation, because they know that sometimes saying less says more. And in a world where attention is often gained by speaking the loudest, they choose something quieter. They choose respect.